So I'm in the room that's going to become our nursery. This is the pink bedroom, which obviously now you've watched this video is very applicable. Now we know we're having a little girl. It's crazy. I feel like Roxy's just jumped on the bed, so now you're shaking. Bobby. So if you're going to have competition, Roxy, to be #1 little girl. Yeah, I feel like that gender reveal was very like all over the place because we obviously went to get the scan and then my family were here and I filmed it really quickly, so I feel like this video is going to be really short. So I thought I'd show you some of the bits I've picked up so far since being pregnant. To be honest, I haven't actually done a lot of shopping because I find it very overwhelming. I'm a bit like, how am I supposed to know what to get? My sister thankfully has 2 daughters and is very knowledgeable, so she has sent me her list that she used with her first baby with my niece, and that's been really helpful, and I'm just trying to work my way through it. The thing that I find confusing though is the clothing, because it's like, well, what do I need for like daytime? What do I need, like sleep suits or sleeping bags or vests, or the time of year because I'm having a summer baby, but then like when they grow out of it, it'll be going into autumn, so it's like confusing me a little bit. So I'm just trying to take things off one at a time. And in the UK, I know lots of people have like baby showers and registers. That's not really a thing in the UK, or maybe it is for some places, but I don't know of anyone who's had a baby shower or had a registry for their baby stuff. That's just not really a normal thing. Usually you have your like family who would offer to like buy you some bits and they would sort of tell you or talk to you about it, especially if it's like a bigger purchase. But yeah, this is something that actually arrived yesterday. This is our new all-in-one baby carrier, which was literally attached to my phone because I've got that octopus, is it octopus, the sticker things? Roxy, I'm going to put you down. Here you go. Yeah, this was on like, I think it was the Independent. It was a list of carriers they reviewed and this was like the best one. Main reason though that I got it is because it lasts, I think, up to 48 months, which is obviously 2 years. So I figured I'd rather buy one that can just last a really long time, so I don't have to buy a second one because that's just more sustainable. So here is the actual brand. I got it, I think reduced because of the colour. I'm trying to remember. I think the one that I did find originally on the website was like 200 quid and this was like 140. So I'll try and find the link that I actually got it from. But we have our baby carrier in a nice olive green colour. I think it comes in lots of different colours. And it comes with like a little detachable pouch, which is very cool. And the reason also I think this is very good is because apparently it's breathable, which obviously if we're going to have a baby in the summer, though I'm not going to be going out first thing, am I? Because it's going to be a newborn. But yeah, I just feel like for year round, that's very useful for it to be breathable. And it looks very practical. It's got a little detachable pouch. So I'll update you on my review of it when I actually start using it. Hopefully it's comfy. This is adorable. This is a gift that I got from my sister and nieces and brother-in-law. It's kind of like a present from the whole family, just to kind of say, woo, you know, you're pregnant into my second trimester. It's kind of on my birthday, I think she gave it to me as well. But this is obviously because I think this is for obviously Christmas, because it's got little Christmas puddings on it. But look how adorable this is. It's got a jumper, some little leggings with the Christmas puddings on the knees, and a hat. So this is so cute because it means, I reckon she got this because she's thinking that I can focus on buying the stuff for like summer when baby arrives, and when baby's a bit older, because when they're a newborn they're just going to mainly be in like sleep suits and vests because they're so small and little and you're going to be changing them a lot. So this is 3 to 6 months and the brand is Fred and Flo. This is so sweet. I also got a nice little set from my mum. So she got me these 2 hats, which were from Jojo Mama Bebe. Jojo Maman Bebe. That's going to be hilarious to people who, is that French? Jojo Maman Bebe. And these are perfect little cozy hats. And then she got me these little up to 3 month vests, I guess, or like little, I don't know what you call them. I feel like I'm going to be really bad with baby stuff for calling stuff properly, like, because in my mind this is a little baby grow, but I feel like that's the wrong word for it because I've seen them called vests, but they've obviously got a little, it's like a little sleep suit, bodysuit. And these are very cute because I've got elephants and little rainbows, and she's got these from Next Baby. So these are very sweet. And then I have been doing most of my shopping. In fact, I've just realised, wait, is there something that I ordered that I need to pick up? I've been basically ordering from Vinted. So I ordered these from Vinted. Yeah, I basically sell stuff on Vinted and I use that money, or I'm going to from now on anyway. I use that money to buy my own clothes, but from now on I'm going to use it to buy baby clothes, and they have such great stuff on there. I feel like it's where I'm going to get most of my baby clothes, because obviously babies only wear these things for a very short space of time. So people spend good money on really nice clothes. Like these are organic cotton sleep suits or vests from John Lewis, and they're organic cotton, and I got them for 10 quid for 10 of them, so they're £1 each, and they've been lightly worn. Like I can see that the buttons, some of them have like the paint has worn off, probably from them being washed. They're so useful. One of you did actually reply and say it's better to get the ones with the zips, because when they're a newborn they prefer it to be lifted up. They don't love things being lifted over their head, so now I do know that. This is a one that kind of pops at the bottom. But then my mum did say, well, this is fine though, if you're just changing their nappy, you don't have to take the whole thing off. So yeah, I'm sure I'll learn these things, and obviously different mums and babies have preferences, but it's useful to have these like newborn little baby grow sleep suits, vests, whatever they're called, just to begin with. And I'm going to do a little bit more looking online for clothing, though. Yeah, my sister was very much like, they're mainly going to be in this kind of thing, don't worry so much, like you don't need like outfits or too many. And also like, yeah, I don't want to go overboard, because I know that it's overwhelming and it's tempting to go overboard, but realistically when you have a newborn, obviously I want to be prepared and have everything, but when you have a newborn you're going to be in the house, like in your little cocoon, they're going to be in your arms, you're not going to be going out loads, so I can just take it as it comes and figure it out. So I'm going to try and focus on the stuff that I need, like this. Next on the list is like car seat, pram. I need to get stuff like blankets and muslins and, you know, pump for breastfeeding and all that good stuff. It's like a long list of things. I'm trying to focus on those things next so I can get the kind of organisation of that sorted, and then kind of just get clothes as I go, because, I mean, this is already a good amount. So that's very cute. I'm so excited to do this room though. It really already feels a lot like a nursery, because we've got the pink on the walls. This is Farrenbull setting plaster. We've got the lovely curtains that are just so beautiful, and then obviously the lovely mint green wardrobe, which I just need to like do a declutter in here. So excited to have a little girl. I can't quite believe that I can say that, and it's just so surreal. And yeah, I'm so excited to have a little girl. I always imagined I'd have a little girl. I always imagined I'd be a girl mum, and I think Alex will be a great girl dad. I mean, I was happy either way. I've also loved having a boy, but it's lovely to get excited. Good evening. So I'm about to start therapy. This is a paid partnership with BetterHelp. I've been working with BetterHelp for a long time, and I mentioned recently, since being pregnant, I've actually started therapy again, because my mental health, especially in the first trimester, was bad. And my family all said, I think it's time that you got therapy, because it's an important time basically to take care of yourself and get that support. So I've had lots of therapy over the years, and I've been taking a bit of a break. It's helped me immensely in the past, and I know it's a resource that helps me dramatically, and it makes such a big difference, and it has made such a big difference to my life. And so when I started to feel not myself again, and obviously related to the big upheaval of your life changing and hormones and, you know, lots of stuff going on, I decided to start back with therapy again. So I'm about to have my session with my therapist in 3 minutes. And I've not really shared this before. I've always just vlogged and shared about BetterHelp, my experience with them and how I recommend therapy, but I've never like vlogged when I'm about to have therapy. But it's something I really look forward to. I often find afterwards I have to take I often have a nap, and like that day I find it difficult to work because it's draining. But it has helped me so much since being pregnant. I know that now I'm in my second trimester, I generally feel much better because the hormones have settled a bit, but it is also a result of therapy. It's helped me so much to just feel more like myself and on top of things. And she said something really nice last time about how after pregnancy or after you give birth, it can be a very intense period of time. and lots of people develop things like postpartum depression or anxiety, and it can be a very intense thing. So she was just commending me for starting therapy when we first met, because it's kind of like dealing with all those things that are in your closet before you have a baby, which can come out through the stresses of having a baby and the kind of the change and the unpredictability and the hormones and just that big thing that can happen that happens in your life when you have a baby. And I really liked that she said that, because it made me think, yes, you're right, like I'm dealing with the things in my closet now, so that when I give birth and when I have my baby and there's a big switch in my life, or if I experience hormonal changes or any dramatic switches in my mental health, which obviously I'm scared of because I have got a history of mental health, I have that toolkit and I have that backing, and I've dealt with it whilst I've been pregnant. So it's kind of like, it gives me a confidence boost essentially that I'm doing this now, and it can go for any situation you're in. If you are going through it currently, or you're about to go through something, maybe you're at school, university, or about to, you know, go through a big change in your job, relationship, moving, whatever it is, it's kind of a good reminder to deal with it now, so that you can face that challenge more openly, basically. Anyway, I'm going to join the session and let's have our therapy. Hi. Good morning. I look such a slob, but I have granola on my t-shirt. I ain't changing it because I'm in my pyjamas and I'm about to get in the shower. But I wanted to reflect on my therapy session last night. I actually felt after my session last night, I was quite like, oh, it was a heavy one, and I didn't know why. I'm going to bring it up to her next week because I haven't had that feeling in a while. I think sometimes in therapy it like touches a nerve, or like something you kind of unearth something that's been buried, and I think that's quite confronting, but I know from experience it's really helpful in the long run. So we talked about perfectionism a bit, which is what I kind of deal with, and me kind of wanting to always say the right thing or do the right thing. And in one of the exercises we did, that subject came up, that I'm kind of like thinking in my brain, what's the right thing to say or right thing to do? And I think this time of year as well can bring that feeling out. Change in seasons always affects me. There's that kind of like pressure to be getting out and doing more because winter's over and you can't like hibernate so much because the days are getting longer. You can maybe put more plans in place for spring and summer. I know it's different for everyone, because some people are like, this improves their mental health this time of year. For me though, I do feel the pressure, like, oh gosh, there's more things happening. Lots of people get pressured as well about summer and going on a diet and trying to like look their best, which is a huge amount of social pressure, and it can bring up a lot of anxiety. And yeah, I do feel like the perfectionism for me really does bog me down a lot, because I try and do so much stuff. I try and do all the right things, put a lot of pressure on myself, and it's just not necessarily the most helpful thing in my day-to-day for my own mindset. So that's why I want to recommend BetterHelp. Obviously, I've shared my journey with them and my experiences and worked with them quite a lot over the years. Interestingly, the majority of people that go to BetterHelp are seeking help with anxiety, and 69% of members report that after 6 weeks, their anxiety is improved. If you are completely unfamiliar with BetterHelp, it's essentially an online platform for therapy. You fill out a very quick questionnaire about you, about what you're after in therapy, and then you're paired up with a therapist very, very quickly. I was paired really, really fast. I think it was within a day. But you can also swap therapists at any time if it isn't the right fit for you, which I think is great, because you have to have that chemistry and sense of comfort speaking to somebody. They carefully make sure that every single therapist is well qualified, and they have an incredible customer support team to answer any questions that you have as well. They have over 7,000 reviews on Trustpilot with a 4.3 rating, so they're a platform that you can trust. I would really recommend therapy if you experience anxiety. I've opened up a lot about it on my channel. I've had anxiety since I first had memories, so I understand how it feels, and it's really, really important that you speak to someone about it and you don't deal with it alone, because you don't want those symptoms to rule your life, and BetterHelp could be the option to help you out with this. So if you want to give it a try, I have got a discount code of 10% off for your first month of therapy, and I'll leave a link down below. And good luck if you do go down this path. I really think it's going to help you a lot, like it's helped me. I'm gonna get up and get ready now, because that sleep was a heavy one. I feel like after therapy I like have like such a good sleep, because it drains you. Speaking about your emotions makes you feel quite tired. On a different camera today, because why not? This little baby one I don't use enough. This is the Canon PowerShot V10, and I don't use it enough because I forget about it, when actually it's tiny and so useful to just take with you out and about. It reminds me of the old cameras that I used to have at uni when I would go on nights out and stuff. It's like really compact. Just using my Merit lipstick, and I'm still on that Merit hype. If you missed when I did a brand partnership with them, I should still have a discount with them, but it's pretty much all the makeup I'm wearing. So my mascara, my foundation, and concealer, because they've got a minimalist like stick that combines the two. This is in colour Classic. But yeah, I've like completely converted to just all Merit now. I'm having a bit of a pamper day today. This is the Lush Snow Fairy Lip Mask. I love the smell of it so much. I'm getting my nails done. One of them has come off. Others have chipped because it's due, and I'm getting my hair done as well because the greys are greying, which I'm not mad about. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, my hair's grey, but I like having my hair dark and touching up the roots because they do show a little bit and it looks a bit like I'd rather be one or the other, basically. I'd rather embrace the greys and have them, or have all dark hair. I don't like the kind of in between where it looks like I'm neither one. Alex has gone to Newlyn with Roxy. He's there, I think, meeting the plasterer today. So I'm probably going to go tomorrow. And lots of you said that you just really want to see the renovation. So you're happy just to see my day-to-day life and whatever's happening renovation-wise. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, the first bedroom is nearly done, which makes me quite excited because Alex just has to do a couple more coats on the walls. And I've ordered, in fact, do I need to put a little thing? Do I need to check? I think when I'm in my nail appointment, there's a delivery from Wayfair coming because we've ordered a couple lights. I need to check with Alex about, there was a light on Facebook, which we found, a really lovely antique chandelier, and also a headboard we've ordered because we're keeping the beds. We're trying to do this basically as sustainably as possible, like keep some of the stuff that's there already because they left a lot of the furniture, and all of the beds are actually really great condition. Just the king bed needs a headboard because it doesn't have one, and it needs new mattresses, of course. If it's going to be rented out, you have to get new mattresses, so that will be good. And I'm going to paint the one upstairs. So what else is coming from Wayfair? We need to order some curtains, so I might do that later. I was going to make some, but I'm just wary of the time I have because we want obviously to do this as efficiently as possible, and I'm quite busy at the minute with work projects. So my sister and mum were a bit like, do you not like have quite a lot going on to then be trying to make curtains as well? I was like, maybe that's a good point. Also, it might be more expensive. I'm not sure. I would love to do it for my house. There's like a back door curtain I'd love to make. Anyway, I need to stop blabbering on to you and I need to go get my nails done because I'm going to be late. I'm going to listen to the best podcast, which is the Shameless podcast. If you don't already listen to this, it's such easy listening. Their tagline is, what is it? It's the podcast for smart people who like dumb stuff or something along those lines, and it's so accurate because they like break down and analyse current events, like scandals that are happening with celebrities, stuff that's in the news that's like related to pop culture and social media, and it's just, I love their takes on things, and they're very funny and it's very light-hearted and lovely. So if you don't know Shameless, give it a listen. It's really, really a great podcast. So let's listen, shall we? And I'll see you probably after I get my nails done. So this is the before. They're going to be the same. I'm going to get the same colour nails. Nails are done. I only went for one coat of the colour I had last time because it kind of looks like my nails are just like manicured without them looking like there's anything on them, because I have a shoot on Monday and I don't want my nails to be like visible or prominent in any way. So, oh my gosh, I'm so much more out of breath being pregnant, walking up a hill. Like, I used to just be able to walk so fast, practically run, and not get out of breath, and now I get so out of breath. Whew. Okay, so I'm sitting waiting for my appointment, and I've just been having my tea and having my biscuits, and look what they have done. Oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. We have new hair, though it was pouring with rain, so slightly worried that it's already ruined the lovely blow dry, but we've got fresh, lovely hair, which feels great. Trimmed the ends off, all shiny, smells great. Goldbird are the cutest people on the planet. Not only did they do that lovely thing on the mirror where they said congratulations, but Joe, the owner, also got me flowers. The kindness of people sometimes, that's just the sweetest thing ever. That's just so lovely and kind. So yeah, absolutely love them, hairdressers. And me and Abby were just chatting away, and I always have such a nice time with her. I have a nice time with all of them. But yeah, me and Abby were having just such a nice chat, and it was so relaxing. And I feel, yeah, I felt not great earlier, so I feel so much better now. And I've got myself a habaneros, because it's just, I have to when I'm in Truro. I have to get a habaneros or a sabzi, because it's just too good. And I have been dreaming of this. Oh, I just absolutely love habaneros. If you're in Cornwall, habaneros in Truro. I think that's the only location. So I got a vegan burrito with vegan cheese and the habanero sauce, which is very hot, I think. So they've got mild, medium, hot, very hot, and then like uber hot. I like the taste of this one best though, because the hot one is chipotle. I'm not a fan of chipotle, it's too barbecuey. So I'm gonna eat this and then go home. Slightly worried I forgot to update my Just Park. If I leave this car park and don't pay for the extra time because it's reset itself, will I get a parking ticket? Can I sit here and enjoy my habaneros? I think I'm gonna have to ring my husband. Good afternoon. I have been vlogging so all over the place, honestly, because I've been feeling so tired and like going back and forth between doing Newlyn, working on projects, being pregnant. I just feel like I'm here, there and everywhere. My brain isn't just not functioning, so I have no idea. I'm like about to edit a vlog basically. I'm like, what have I even filmed? But I feel like I kind of took a little bit of a break from vlogging what was just happening with me, like in relation to my day-to-day, my weeks, being pregnant, second trimester, just like what's been up. Because of announcing the pregnancy, there was like videos I wanted to share related to that. And then also because of announcing about the cottage. Hello, Zeus. That was quite the entrance. Hello. Yeah, I've really just not vlogged my day-to-day life. So I'm just picking up the camera. I'm going to film what I've just got from Boots because, hello. Do you want to join us? Come on. These animals are so funny. Maybe it's because I'm pregnant, but they just always want to be with me. Alex is in Newlyn right now, painting the bedroom. I'm here with my 3 babies. We had our 20-week scan this morning and it went well. Everything's good. Baby is happy. My sister went with me because Alex fainted in the 12-week scan because it was in the hospital. He really has the sort of sensitivity to hospitals, blood, talking about anatomy, anything. Even afterwards when he picked me up from the hospital, I said, oh, you know, this was good, and then I said something like, oh, she's 12 ounces. He was like, oh, he is just very sensitive about it. We're kind of trying to figure out labour and all of that kind of stuff, and we're trying to make plans and think about that ahead because obviously that's a concern of ours. But 12-week scan went well. My sister came with me, which I think she was very excited to be able to do. And yeah, everything's measuring fine. Baby is healthy. All the parts they can see are healthy. And I got a load of stuff from Boots because I realised I had a panic moment and I was like, I have nothing for the baby. Well, I mean, I do. I think I filmed a clip of some of the stuff we have got already. But I don't have a pram. I don't have a baby seat, car seat. I don't have many clothes. That's going to be fine though, because my sister has a lot of clothes that she's going to give to me because of having 2 little girls herself. And she was like, don't buy any clothes yet, just let me go through the clothes that we have, give them to you, and then see what's left and see what you need, kind of thing. Aside from that, I just feel quite overwhelmed basically by all the stuff that you have to buy, but also feeling like you don't have to buy everything. So I'm trying to tread that water of like not getting overwhelmed by the fact that like everyone says that you have to buy everything, but then also making sure I'm prepared and that I don't miss out on things that would actually be helpful. So my sister actually did, she's very organised, she's much more type A than me. She made a list for pregnancy and the stuff that needed to be bought for her like hospital bag, and then also like just general stuff. So I've been following that, and what I did is I thought what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go onto Boots and I'm going to work my way through this list with stuff that I can just get from Boots. And I think I'm then going to do the same thing maybe in a week or two on maybe like Mamas and Papas or another baby website for some of the other bits. So without further ado, because I've been rambling, let me show you. I also didn't go into the shop because I also thought that would just make me feel overwhelmed. I just did it online. So I got a gigantic, this is heavy, I got a gigantic thing of cheeky Panda bamboo baby wipes. These I think are just like wet wipes, like water wipes. I know there's lots of different brands. I know Cheeky Panda, because they're bamboo, it means it's much better for the environment. There's a load of them. I have also bought a pack of the Cheeky wipes, the reusable wipes, where you have like a little basket for dirty, one for clean, and then you can wash them, which we'll primarily use. But this is for like out and about, or if you know, you don't have a clean wipe, or you're just overwhelmed, you just need a, they're gonna be useful. I don't know if it will last, because I think my sister also tried and she found it didn't work for her. I want to try cloth nappies. So please can you give me your experience with those, or, you know, like reusable nappies? Negative and positive, I want to hear, because I want to try it. But it is a bit of an investment because you have to obviously buy all of the nappies. I think they do sample kits. I think what I'm going to do basically is for when we have a newborn is I will buy some normal nappies, and I will also buy like a small kit of reusable nappies and see how we get on with it, and make the decision then, and then order more if I need more, because I don't want to commit wholeheartedly and then find it doesn't work, because I've just heard too many people say they gave it a go and it just was too difficult, because you just don't know what kind of baby you're going to have. You don't know if you're going to have a baby that has colic, or is a reflux baby, or a baby that doesn't sleep very well, or, you know, what if I experience postpartum depression, or that there's just so many things that come into it that you just don't want to make your life any harder. Or if you have a really smooth sailing experience, maybe it would work. So I'm just going to be open-minded about it. Do you want to do the sniff test? Yes. You're so affectionate. I love you. I love you. See, look how affectionate she is. She is always affectionate, but she's especially. So first we have something that I'm really dreading using. This is the Frida Baby Snot Sucker, which obviously if your baby's ill, you need to get the snot out and help them out. Kind of, that sounds disgusting to have to do that, but it doesn't actually, you don't actually suck the snot out. It goes into the tube, but yeah. This was on the list, so I got it. We have a fan, because during labour, if I'm hot, I'm going to be giving birth in the summer, I will have a fan in the room. This can be a nice little handheld fan, so that if I really am just like, I'm so hot, I need a fan right here, I can have a fan right here in my face. And that was just on Boots. I didn't even bother looking elsewhere. We've got a thermometer. Obviously you need a thermometer. This is a Braun one. I'm sure there are different kinds. This one was an age precision one, so it said that you can use it for different ages, obviously, if you have a baby. We have got a Neom Sleep Pillow Mist. This is, I'm going to use as a room mist. The reason I picked this one is a pillow mist is because it's lavender. It's the same thing as a room spray, but I wanted that scent because lavender is very calming, chamomile, patchouli, so that I can have a lovely scent. Because in my pregnancy yoga sessions, she has talked a lot about the comfort during labour of your the smells, the feelings, the sight, every sense you're having, to really consider that before you go into labour, or before you kind of, I guess when you make your birth plan, think about those things, like things that you're going to have in the room, the smells you want to have, the clothes you're going to be wearing, and all of those things make a big difference. And I have started with this. This will make me feel calm because I do love a good scent. We've got some organic cotton maternity towels. I have got a kit in here, I'll show you in a second, that included reusable towels, but obviously this is a good backup if maybe that doesn't work, if your flow is too heavy, that kind of thing, because obviously everyone's, again, post-labour experience is different. Oh, battery died. Where were we? Okay, so saline nasal spray. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Don't know if this is like, it's not necessarily like something you have to have, probably lots of people just buy it when they need it, but I want to like stock up and have like a medicine cabinet or kind of caddy filled with like baby related things. Paracetamol, because it was on the list and I just thought it's ticked off, I can put it away. Let's check the expiry date. Let's hope it's, yeah, okay, the expiry date is way in advance. I have these now. They can go in the basket or the hospital bag. I am gonna have a home birth, all things go to plan. Don't know that I want to talk about it too much online though, because everybody has lots of opinions. So please, just, I've said that, I have held off saying that. If you have an opinion on it, please, I don't want to hear it. And if you write a comment about it, I'm gonna delete it if it's negative. Because I don't think it's anyone else's opinion. I don't think it's anyone else's right to say anyone else's, to tell any mother what they should do when it comes to labour. I'm probably preempting this. I've been on the internet for so many years that I have to really preempt and like protect and have a boundary with those kinds of things, especially when it comes to babies and pregnancy and labour. That's what my goal is to have a home birth. And if you want to say anything negative about it, I'm asking as a boundary, don't. I'm gonna have a hospital bag like ready just in case, because obviously I may need to go to hospital. But then I can obviously just use it on the day at home anyway, so these can go straight in there. Also, after I have given birth, I will do like a birth story, and then I can share about my experience with it openly. But before then, I probably won't talk about it much, because I think that's just entirely down to me and my husband and my baby. So we have also got, this was not necessary, I just thought it looked cute and it made me happy. This is a mini Mio tub time bath bubbles. Very cute, so probably won't use her straight away with a newborn, but it's still cute. We've got a Weleda nipple balm for breastfeeding. We've got a Weleda nappy change cream. Obviously self-explanatory. I also got some Sudocrem. This is obviously very just useful for everything. So similar to the nasal spray, it can go in kind of like a medicine box for nappy rash, eczema, all that kind of stuff. And then I've forgotten what these things are, to be honest. I think I bought a bathtub as well, but did I buy that? Yes, I think it's coming though separately probably, because maybe it's coming from a different supplier. We've got witch hazel. This I think is really great as well for soothing and healing. Bruises, sprains, minor skin irritation, rough, sore, unbroken skin. And then we have got some towels. So these 3 cuddle and dry towels. So these are cotton towels just for bath time. So that's everything that I got from Boots, and maybe when I get a few other bits I'll show you. But I'm feeling a bit more prepared now this is here. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to gather my stuff. Can get a bag together. I've got a bag in mind that I'm going to put all these things in as like a hospital bag. A bag, or like I might buy like find a basket. I think I've got a basket actually. A basket that can be for like baby medicine or baby things like that, which will make me feel like, okay, I'm organised. Oh, and also if you do use cloth nappies, can you recommend which brand, if you're from the UK, which brand you bought them from and why they are good? Good evening everyone. I'm winding down for the evening now, taking my makeup off, and I thought I'd do a bump update. I really haven't shared much of that on my YouTube, probably because, yeah, like in the midst of all the announcements and from like, I guess, keeping it a secret for quite a long time, I haven't really shared some of the bump updates. And I also noticed in the first trimester, I really didn't share that, and I didn't share it at all in that vlog. I think I was being very self-conscious about my body, to be honest, and the changes. Also because I'm tall, I'm not someone that like shows. Like I am showing now, I think, but like I'll show you in a second. But I don't show like the typical bump, which I see a lot online. And so that's probably pushing me now to try and show more, because everyone's bumps are so different. And sometimes I think the girls who feel a bit self-conscious, maybe they're taller, maybe they are a bigger size, maybe they're shorter, maybe the shape of their bump is different. I feel like they're then pushed to be like, well, I don't really want to show it because I don't feel like I fit that mould. I'm looking at other girls who are 20 weeks like me, and their bumps are like perfect round, you know, shapes. And I'm like, well, my bump doesn't look like that because I've got a layer of fat on this part and it's like kind of wibbly wobbly and it's not that big. But I am 6 foot, so I had the 20-week scan, and she did say you might end up going in for another scan because the midwives measure you, and tall people tend to hide their pregnancy and hide their babies. So I know my sister had to go in for extra scans for that reason. So let's show you the bump. You can see it in my joggers, what are these called, sweatpants. But yeah, you see what I mean? I have this like B shape to my, I think that's what people call it, refer to it as, of my tummy. I've always had this little pouch at the bottom, and I think that's really common with women. So I don't have that like kind of curved, round, perfect bump, because I do have fat on my lower stomach and I have this shape, and I don't necessarily look like, maybe you're all gonna go, Maddie, yeah, you definitely do look pregnant. But I look at this and I think, to me, this kind of looks somewhat like if I've had a massive meal and I'm really bloated or something. And this is it from the front. To me, I'm gonna hate this footage, because to me, this just looks like I've got a chubby tummy. This is confronting. It's probably very appropriate for this vlog because I'm sharing about my mental health, and this is some of the stuff that I'm working on with my therapist about my body image, and I probably even said things just there that were negative about myself, and I need to work on that before I have a little girl, because I never want to say anything negative about my body in front of her. It's a stance I'm going to take, that I will never do that, because I don't want to influence her like that. I don't want her to be conscious of her body like I am. So yeah, this is my beautiful baby bump with fat and lumps and shape. There you go, there's the bump update. Anyway, enough of my tummy. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. I am gonna go wind down for bed, and tomorrow we're going away. We're going to a cabin in the middle of nowhere, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and yeah, check out BetterHelp if you have been experiencing anxiety or anything. I really, really recommend it. Or body dysmorphia, that kind of stuff, body image, pregnancy. We're in this together. I like the fact that when I do this, it makes a little heart. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.